And today we're visiting volunteers from People for Animals. Ladies, could you introduce yourselves?
Sure, thanks Joanne. I'm Alanna and this is Leanne. We volunteer with People for Animals, and this is a typical way that we spend our spare time looking after the stray and feral cats of Regina, particularly in the north central area where we are today. And this is a typical little feeding station that we have where we're leaving out food for several cats that hang out in this area. And one of the key things that we do is we have 22 feeding stations in the city, located in the north central warehouse and core areas, and part of our ongoing care and maintenance of these feeding stations is we trap and sterilize these cats and release them back so they aren't able to reproduce. These are mostly cats that are not tame and would not be suitable for pets. They're not going to be people's pets, but they manage to eke out a pretty good existence, especially with our help. And yeah, we want to reduce the overpopulation and the stray population in Regina, so that there's not as many starving cats out on the streets.
Cats trying to reproduce the cats.
Yeah, and they have a very high reproduction rate. Female cats can go into heat 3 or 4 times a year easily. Have 3 to 6 kittens per litter.
Right.
And you said typically 2 litters a year?
Typically 2 litters a year is normal. 3 would be possible, I guess. But generally, feral cats have at least 2 litters.
And they can go back to the heat quite quickly after they've had a litter, so yeah.
But the trouble is when they have their kittens outside is trying to locate the kittens, because it's a good chance if they're disturbed or feel threatened, then they're going to move their kittens to another location, so that always poses a challenge for us trying to
They hide them very well, and we need to find them early if we're going to get them off the street and tame them for adoption, because after a couple of months they will be quite feral, and because they take their cue from their mamas, and that we lose that window of opportunity. But we've rescued, I would say, probably at least 10 litters this year.
Yeah.
So that's like 40, 60 kittens.
Yeah, it is definitely that many that are up for adoption right now, and in some cases, if the mama is tame and we're able to bring the mama and kittens into foster care, we do that because it's optimal to have kittens with their mama as long as possible. In the case of feral cats, we take them when they're weaned because we can't wait the full 2 months or they will be too wild. So we take them into foster care earlier as soon as they can be safely weaned.
6 to 8 weeks.
Yeah.
Time. They need as much time with their mother as possible, but we do provide them with milk supplements so that they still get nutrition.
So what do you need from citizens of Regina?
Well, first of all, we'd like people to just be aware of the extent of the overpopulation problem. We do get a lot of comments, and we get a lot of emails from people asking for help with strays in their areas, and a lot of this is because people simply don't spay and neuter their pets, so that's important. So awareness of spay-neuter and the need to do that. Also, the fact that there are so many out there. There's stray and feral cats all over the city. There's a high concentration in the areas that we mentioned, but we get calls for help from all over the city. Also, we feed, as I mentioned earlier, at 22 different locations, so food donations. That's in addition to, around the 100 tame cats that we have in foster care and that are up for adoption. So food and litter donations are always most welcome.
And how
money?
Yes,
because we do pay full cost for spay-neuter surgeries, and we do all our own fundraising on our own. We do barbecues and bingos and just about anything you can imagine, so to raise money. So we spent over $50,000 last year, and we're on track to spend, I'd say, closer to 70 this year if we kept up at our current pace. But we like to do as much as we can, and our volunteers always seem game to do just a little bit more. So we'd rather take on that more and get that much more done than sort of let it go. But we do have our limits, and we don't have any source of funding other than what we raise on our own.
If people would like to volunteer or donate, how should they get in touch with you?
Through our website at www.peopleforanimals.ca, and that's people for animals with the number 4 rather than the word. And you can donate online through PayPal, or you can contact us or send a check to our P.O. box, which is also listed on the website.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And thanks for all the great work you're doing.
Thanks. Think that's okay?
Yeah.
Good.
Cats
cat.
Where are you, Dad?
Elusive cats.
Here.